So you already know that Tisha has a stunningly beautiful voice and an equally as beautiful soul. And I'm honored to tell you just a little bit more about her now before she offers us her words of Torah. We are thrilled to welcome Tisha Smith to our bima to share her beautiful voice, both in singing and in spoken word, with us in commemoration of Juneteenth. Tisha is a singer, an actress, a director, and a writer from Brooklyn, New York. She wears many hats, but is a mother first. Tisha is a vocal instructor in many New York City schools. She has been a soloist at Madison Square Garden, Barclays Center, Lincoln Center, the Kennedy Center, and is a backing vocalist for a variety of popular artists. She has made television appearances on Lifetime, on ABC, HBO Max, and VH1. Tisha fell in love with gospel music as a preteen when her choir teacher, a bishop, introduced her to church and church music. She loves gospel music because of its ability to transform the spirit and enable emotional release. Our community is beyond blessed to have Tisha offer us her teaching and her voice this evening. Please join me in welcoming her.
Good evening. I just want to go off the record and say thank you guys for having me. Everyone has been so warm and welcoming. So I'm just going to start. Gospel music has a rich history deeply rooted in African American experience, beginning with its origins in the songs sung by enslaved Africans in the United States. These early spirituals served as a means of expressing faith, hope, and resilience in the face of oppression and hardship. During slavery, African Americans were often gathered in secret to worship, drawing on their African musical traditions and blending them with Christian hymns introduced by their oppressors. This fusion gave birth to what we now recognize as gospel music, characterized by its call and response patterns, emotive vocals, and powerful lyrics. After the abolition of slavery, gospel music continued to evolve, becoming a central element of African American churches and communities. In the early 20th century, the Great Migration brought millions of African Americans from the rural South to urban centers, where they brought their musical traditions with them. This led to the rise of gospel music as a distinct genre, with pioneers such as Thomas A. Dorsey, known as the father of gospel music, shaping its sound and style. The golden age of gospels in the 1930s to the 1950s saw the emergence of iconic groups like the Golden Gate Quartet and the Clara Ward Singers, as well as solo artists like Mahalia Jackson, whose powerful vocals and heartfelt delivery captivated audiences around the world. Gospel music not only provided solace and inspiration to African American communities, but also played a significant role in the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s. Songs like We Shall Overcome became anthems of the movement, empowering activists and lifting spirits during protests and marches. In the decades that followed, gospel music continued to influence various musical genres, from soul and R&B to rock and hip hop, leaving an indelible mark on African American worship experiences with artists like Kirk Franklin and Yolanda Adams, carrying on the tradition while incorporating contemporary elements. Overall, the history of gospel music is a testament to the enduring strength, creativity, and resilience of the African American community, as well as its profound impact on the cultural landscape of the United States. Juneteenth, celebrated on June 19th, marks the emancipation of enslaved African Americans in the United States. It commemorates June 19th, 1865, when Union General Gordon Granger announced in Galveston, Texas, that all enslaved people in Texas were free 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed by President Abraham Lincoln. The celebration of Juneteenth is deeply rooted in African American culture and tradition, with gospel music playing a significant role. Historical significance. Gospel music has its origins in the spirituals sung by enslaved Africans, which carried messages of hope and a longing for freedom. These songs often contained coded messages about escape and liberation. During Juneteenth celebrations, gospel music serves as a reminder of this history and the journey towards freedom. Gospel music is a key element of African American culture, reflecting the community's struggles, faith, and triumphs. Juneteenth celebration often includes performances of gospel music which help honor the ancestors who endured slavery and celebrate the progress made since emancipation. Gospel music is also known for its uplifting and healing qualities. During Juneteenth, it brings people together, fostering a sense of community and collective sharing. The themes of deliverance and divine justice in gospel songs resonate deeply during these celebrations. The inclusion of gospel music in Juneteenth festivities keep the tradition alive and relevant. It connects younger generations with their heritage and the ongoing struggle for equality and justice. It also gives a symbol of freedom. Gospel music symbolizes the enduring spirit of freedom. Just as Juneteenth celebrates the liberation from physical bondage, gospel music celebrates spiritual freedom and liberation from life's struggles. Overall, gospel music is an integral part of Juneteenth, enriching the celebrations with its powerful messages of hope, faith, and resilience. So for our last song, we are going to sing This Little Light of Mine. And when I say we're, that means everyone. I would love for, if you know it, to please join in, stand up, clap, dance along, get in the aisles if you want to, but please join in and have some fun. This little light of mine